Hi everybody, welcome to this video offering you some support on your Eid al Fitr um, guided reading comprehension. Um, it's quite a relevant one at the moment because Ramadan will be starting for a lot of Muslims around the world any day now, possibly today, but around this time, depending on the moon, as you will soon learn. The deadline for this is Friday, the 24th of April. So, good luck, and to any of our Muslim friends watching this, Ramadan Mubarak. So, first thing you're going to do is, as always, go to the Google form. There is a link has been posted onto our class story. You need to type in your full name, and then I've given you a quick video just to explain a little bit about what Ramadan and the festival of breaking fast, Eid al Fitr, is about. So you will watch this video. I'm not going to play that now, that's your task to watch. It'll just give you some background as to what Ramadan and Eid is all about. For now though, I'm going to read you through the text and explain some of the keywords to you. Okay, so the title is The Islamic Celebration, Eid al Fitr. So, this first subheading, what is Ramadan? Ramadan is in the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. So, lunar means the calendar based on the moon. Anything lunar is to do with the moon. The festival begins at different times for Muslims, depending on when the moon is first sighted. It lasts from dawn, so dawn is when the sun starts to come up, until sunset when the sun goes down, for 29 or 30 days. Again, that depends on the moon. Ramadan is a very important time for Muslims and is celebrated all over the world. During Ramadan, Muslims request forgiveness for sins in the past, pray for direction, and try to cleanse themselves through self-control and great acts of faith. So when it says request forgiveness for sins in the past, a sin is something that a person who believes in God, a theist person, would believe is against God's wishes. When it says pray for direction, it doesn't mean directions in terms of where to go. It means directions what they should do in their life. And to cleanse themselves through self-control. Self-control means controlling themselves and making the right choices. It is a time of fasting for the Islamic people, as fasting is one of the 5 pillars or duties of Islam. You might remember the 5 pillars of Islam. We've actually learned about them in class. And this links to this. The Islamic name for this fasting is Saum. The next subheading, why do Muslims fast? Fasting is intended to help teach Muslims to focus their attention on God, be self-disciplined and generous. So, fasting is intended. Intended means it's meant to. So fasting is meant to help Muslims to focus their attention on God, be self-disciplined. So discipline is controlling someone and controlling their behaviour. So if you're showing self-discipline, you are controlling your own behaviour. And being generous means sharing with others. It also reminds them of the suffering of the poor, who may rarely get to eat well. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, set the example of fasting. Each day during the month of Ramadan, Muslims all over the world abstain from eating and drinking from dawn until sunset. So abstain means they stop themselves. That's a very long time to not eat or drink. So from the sun rising in the morning till the sun going down at night, they are not allowed to eat or drink. And that includes anything, including water. At the end of the day, after sunset, Muslim families will often all eat together and celebrate their day of fasting. How do Muslims mark the end of Ramadan? The end of Ramadan is a big celebration called Eid al Fitr, the festival of the breaking of the fast. So, Eid al Fitr means this: the breaking of the fast. Muslims celebrate the end of fasting and thank Allah, that is the Arabic name for God, for the strength that He gave them throughout Ramadan. Eid al Fitr officially begins when the first sight of the new moon is seen in the sky. Traditionally, Eid al Fitr would commence on at the first sight of a sliver of a crescent moon. So, traditionally means something that it means it's something that people have been doing for a long time. Okay, so it's a habit, a thing people have been doing for a long time to do with their beliefs. Commence means it would start. So for a long time, Eid al Fitr has started when the first sight of a sliver of a crescent moon. So a sliver means even the tiniest bit. Did you know an estimated 2.1 billion Muslims across the globe will celebrate Eid al Fitr to mark the end of the month-long fasting period of Ramadan? A third of that number are from the African continent. So that means a third of all of these Muslims up here in Africa. How is Eid al Fitr celebrated? Now, there's lots of different ways to celebrate. Just like the same with birthdays or Christmas or New Year's Eve, but this paragraph will explain some of the most common ways. On the first morning of the celebration, many gather in local mosques or open-air locations for special prayers called Salat al-Eid and have breakfast. So, a mosque is a Muslim place of worship. Okay? So, different faiths have different places of worship. The mosque is their Islamic place of worship. Muslims put on their finest clothes, their best clothes, for what will be the first daylight meal in a month. Whilst there, some Muslims will exchange gifts and greeting cards. Celebrations continue for 1, 2, or maybe even 3 days. People wish each other Eid Mubarak, which means blessed Eid, or Eid Zaid, happy Eid. Celebrations vary from country to country, but usually include gatherings to view the new moon. So people will gather together to view the new moon, which will show that Ramadan has ended. Decorating homes inside and out, family visits, eating special foods, neighbourhood parties, and wearing special new clothes. Apologies to anyone who's listening if I've mispronounced any of the words. I did try my very best, so I hope you'll appreciate the effort I went to. Again, I would like to wish all of our Muslim friends Ramadan Mubarak for as soon as Ramadan begins. Me and my partner are going to be fasting, so I know how difficult it is, and I wish you all the best of luck. And good luck with your comprehension, guys. Bye bye.